Hi, I'm Leah. He's a nurse practitioner at Mountain Rose Holistic Healthcare, and I'm here today to let you know about some exciting testing that we have here available to our clients and anyone who's interested in coming in and becoming a client of ours. One of those tests is a genetic test from a company called IntellxDNA. So you're probably asking, why would I be telling you about just another genetic test when you can get your genes done on lots of other services like 23andMe or Ancestors.com? Well, this test is pretty special because it's going to give you a lot of actionable information. So sometimes when we do those genetic tests, the ones that are available in the public, it tells us what our genes are, but what do we do with that information, right? So IntellxDNA gives you really so much actionable information. Sometimes it can actually be overwhelming, and that's one of the reasons that it's only offered through clinicians so that we can help you interpret that information and use it for your benefit, for your wellness. And this is something that I offer to all people. You do not have to be sick, ill, feel bad at all to do this test. This test is perfect for people who are looking to work on longevity or just optimizing their health or preventing something from happening. And I will give you a prime example. I had a client of mine who came to me, and his father had passed away from an early heart attack when he was 7 years old. Now, this guy works out, very healthy weight, but he wanted to see if there was anything that he could do to prevent something happening to him that happened to his father. So one of the things we did for him was run IntellxDNA. And what we found out was that he had a genetics for factor V Leiden, which is a clotting disorder. And so by knowing that information, and this is something that nothing often will show up in your history until you develop a blood clot that can cause you a heart attack, a stroke, or even death. But now we have that information and we can act upon it. So how can we act upon it? So when you come to see somebody like me or any kind of doctor, when you want to be treated or we have information about you, one of the things that we often do is we go to treatment A. Because based on our years of experience and our knowledge of treating patients and our education, we know that treatment A usually works for 60% of the people. So we're going to start you on treatment A. If that doesn't work, we go to treatment B. And if that doesn't work, hopefully we're going to C, and we're not actually giving up on you, which I do see. And that's often why patients seek my care. What IntellxDNA says is based on your specific genetics and the cumulative scientific literature, and it actually gives us links to the literature so we can go look at that. Treatment D is actually the first treatment that we should start with you because it is going to work the best for you. Now, when it gives us suggestions about treatment, these treatment options are based on the scientific literature. So if you can go yourself to PubMed, type in information and see the literature there and validated scientific literature. So if it's a study that was done on 3 people, one of them was 5 years old, one was 50, and one was 80, we're not going to use that study to validate the information in this test. So the other great thing about this test is it's not, the actionable items are not just medication. It's not just supplement. What they give you is what are the best treatments for somebody for prevention or treatment for that disorder based on your genetics, such as hypertension. What is the best blood pressure medication based on your genes? And so it's going to tell us if it's a medication. It's going to tell us if it's a supplement, and it's also going to tell us if it's lifestyle, dietary changes. So sometimes in some instances, exercise, walking 3 times a day at a pace of, 10 miles an hour is actually the best treatment over anything else in the scientific literature. And it's actually going to tell us that option. Sometimes it is going to be a medication. Sometimes it is going to be a supplement, and it's going to show us the information where it says that. So if it recommends a supplement, it's going to recommend a supplement and a dosage based on your genetics of what works for you. So very specific. And the things that IntellxDNA can look at is high blood pressure, how you process vitamin D, what your methylation status is, your homocysteine, how you process your hormones and estrogen, how you react to anesthesia, how your thyroid functions. Most of you have heard of MTHFR, your methylation genetics, so we get that information. So much information available in the different reports. There's also a mental health report. So those of you who struggle with depression, anxiety, ADHD, and you've seen providers and you've tried multiple things, we can use these reports to see what your genetics are and what the literature says about your genetics and what is best to treat you. So we are talking about very, very, very personalized medication and personalized, not medication, but personalized treatment based on your genes and what's best for you. This holds for helping you with prevention, helping you with longevity, and helping you with obstacles and illnesses and disorders and diagnosis that you already have. We would love to give you more information. You're welcome to go to IntellxDNA's website to get information about that. And here at Mountain Roots, we offer a free complimentary consultation as well if you'd like to get to know us and talk to us about how this report could actually help us and how we can use that for you. And we have lots of great packages, so we can even personalize which exact reports would be best for you to order from IntellxDNA, something that will fit what your needs and fit your budget. So thank you for joining us today, and we would love to hear you if you're interested in IntellxDNA. And please look at the links below that will help you navigate to scheduling a discovery call with us or information on this report so that you can learn more. Have a great day. I'm Leah Hughes with Mountain Roots Holistic Healthcare.